I kind of think of this as like almost like a sculptor that works with clay. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Art 101. My name is Mr. Franklin, and I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm excited to create a new art project with you, so get your pen and paper. Let's get started. Scumbling is a technique artists use to create value in their drawings. And if you're interested in learning more about value and would like to have a little more practice, go ahead and please see a previous video that I had made that practices value scales with a number of different art materials that you may have on hand. So one of those techniques is scumbling. Now, scumbling can be done with a pencil or it can be done with a pen. You can go ahead and do this with me. We'll try this elephant. Now remember, I'm going to go ahead and continue to do the technique that we've used in the past with shapes. You can always break it down into shapes. All right. Now, with a scumbling technique, it's basically you're taking your pen and you're just scribbling. I call it controlled scribbling because there is some, you don't want to just go, everywhere. You want to be able to put the line down in a controlled way so it actually helps you create the image that you're going for. Now, I'm going to do basically a one consistent layer to begin with. And I'm kind of doing little figure eights, kind of like this and this, or you can just kind of go like this, or just be all basically erratic, but keep it kind of tight. What I mean by that is keep it so you can control it. So I can curve on this ear and I can add value here, but I'm still making my little circles. Now I would start kind of small. I would do a small drawing. I wouldn't try to do a huge drawing because it does take some time and take some patience. And you don't want to get burned out and get frustrated early on, but this is a pretty good sized drawing that you can try. And then if you decide you like it and you want to get a little bit more adventuresome, you can go ahead and make a larger drawing. I'm just using a regular piece of copy paper and a Papermate pen, anything you might probably be able to find at home in your drawer, some drawers at home. So notice there isn't any detail on the inside yet. Not a whole lot of detail. Little tail there. Let's finish up the trunk. Once we get our basic fill of scumble on our drawing, then we can go back and see where we need to add some shadow and such. All right, so basically basically it's a silhouette, right? So now we can look at it and go, how can we make this look more three-dimensional? How can we have depth? So with value, whatever kind of value you're using, areas that have shadow or that are darker are going to get more value, darker value. And so with scumbling, to achieve that is that you just need to add more scribbles. Add more scribbles so there's less white space or paper showing. So you can see around the edge. I usually like to start off around the edge of the whatever line I'm creating, because if there's a light, this elephant's going to have shadow down here under his belly. And we could get real technical and actually point where the light's coming from and then actually shade away from it. But for the most part, I'm just going to I'm just going to pretend the light's just hitting straight down. And so anywhere where there's a curve, or it looks like it's curving around or it's round, I'm going to add a little more scumble onto those areas. All right. Is it starting to look a little more round to you? Can you see a little more dimension? See if we can, now there's an ear probably over here. So let's put a little bit of shadow where the ear would be underneath the ear. Can you see that? And on the trunk, we're going to add a little bit of more scumble on the edge of the trunk. Oh, by the way, I think I've said this on other videos. If you need to put a piece of paper down, if you like to drag your hand, make sure you put a piece of paper down, because this pen will smear if you're not too careful and you rub your hand against it. So just something to take note of. All right, you see that? You could actually do an eye. Let's see where there's an eye. We can do it. A little bit of scumble around to kind of make an eye. And there you go. I did a few scumble drawings on my iPad that I wanted to show you as well. So while I finish this, I'm gonna put those up on the screen. And the reason I use the iPad is it can record the drawing. So I was able to record as I made it. So I'm gonna show you those real quick. It's been sped up a little bit, so you'll be able to see that. Try one more. We are going to give this squirrel a try. Now this is a photograph. It has more detail, right? Because we can see all the detail, but it also has like the shadows, the dark. So if we did a drawing, we know that this would be really, we'd have to put a lot of lines in here to get this dark, or in the eye and some of the tail area. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of put my basic shapes here. almost like an S shape for the tail, backwards S. The foot, some little rectangular shapes for the hand. We don't have to put a lot of detail because we're going to be scumbling it, but put the basics in. Okay, there's our basics. Now we're going to go ahead and scumble away. I wonder if I should use a different pen just for fun. I'm going to use this pen just for fun, just to see if we can do it with something else. This is a marker. I'm just going to show how you could use something else if you wanted to. You could also use pencil. It would work fine with this. The areas that are lighter or whiter on the paper, you're not going to put as much scumbling. You're going to leave it not going to fill in as much. And with the marker, you kind of have to be a little bit more careful because it puts down color fast or ink fast, unlike the ballpoint pen. So if you're not too careful, you get it too dark, too fast. Just really concentrating on doing my little circles and my little scribbles here. If you are using a permanent marker, make sure that you have something down underneath so it doesn't get on your table. Sometimes it soaks through this printer paper. Working on the tail here. I'm keeping my the tail's a little lighter in color, so I'm going to keep my scribbles kind of loose, not so tight. Whenever I see a dark area, I'm really going to lay in the ink or the marker. And we've got like our little stump of the tree there. Sometimes it helps to take a step back and maybe pin it on the wall and take a step back and kind of squint your eyes a little bit to see how the values are and see what areas need to get darker and what areas need to just kind of stay the same or stay lighter. So you can start adding those values in. And they're sculpting an object or even a squirrel, and they have to add some clay, and then they get some more clay and they smack it on there, and they start adding more to make the tail, and they add a little more clay to make the legs. It's kind of what I think of when I think of scumbling. You just keep adding more until you get the shapes right and you get the value the way you want it. You can see some of the lighter area where there's not as much scumble, where it gets that kind of a highlighted area. That gives you that three-dimensional look. I'm going to kind of do more straight lines on this branch, just so you can tell the difference between the branch and the squirrel. I think we need to add a little bit more down here, the feet. Now, of course, this technique's not going to get you tremendous amounts of detail. In fact, it almost looks better if the viewer stands farther back. You're going to be able to see it a little bit better than if you look real close, because you may miss some of those details if you're up real close. You got to come to a point where you need to stop, because you'll put too much. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right there, and let's see if you guys can see these. Let's zoom in a little bit just to kind of give you an idea of what this looks like. So there's my squirrel. You can kind of get an idea. That's scumbling. I hope you enjoyed this lesson today, and I hope you can give it a shot. Use a photo, use a reference photo. Find something to start with that you want to try to draw. It could be an object as well. It doesn't have to be a photo. It could be a salt shaker. It could be a toy. And see if you can create that. I'm going to make a few more. I feel like it needs to be a little poofier. But yeah, just find something that interests you and give it a shot. And send me some photos. I'd love to see what you come up with. Don't forget to draw every day, and we'll see you next time.